Hi guys, I'm David with MediaUnlock.net, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MindShift Gear Rotation 180 Pro backpack. This is a professional photography backpack that also allows for hiking and camping, which is really nice. So what we're going to be taking a look today is everything that I'm going to be taking in a bag for an overnight trip with this bag, and we're going to be pulling everything out and kind of showing you what all I have in this bag that I use for an overnight trip to take pictures, shoot video. So like today's main purpose is like we're going to be doing a lot of astrophotography tonight if all goes well and the clouds don't get in the way where we're going to be hiking to. I also have another video which I'll pop up right here, and that video kind of entails what I pack this for a day pack. So a day versus an overnight hiking trip is going to be packed out differently. I'm going to load it out differently. So let's start pulling stuff out of the backpack and see what all I use. So as you notice, this bag has all kinds of hookups all over it to add stuff. So like my sleeping bag, it's a nice little tiny small sleeping bag, good for about 40 degrees. And I just put a little carabiner on it and I can connect it right into the bag, which is really nice. We're going to be shooting some video if all goes well while we're out there on the Canon XC10 new 4K camera. So I have a little man, what the fuck is this thing called? All right. I have a Steadicam system here, and mainly what this is, we just mount the XC10 to the top of this, and we can get nice, smooth shots. So we're going to be bringing this as well. Normally I wouldn't bring this, but because we're going to be doing a little bit of video work, this is going to come in. Which is really nice is that you are able to put a tripod or a glide cam like this system, and you also have, and I just realized this today, you also have a second piece right here that kind of locks it into place. Okay, so let's start from the top. What do we got up here? Battery banks. Got to have your battery banks. These things are going to be great for recharging your phone. Sometimes I like to take pictures with my phone for Instagram and things like that. This is going to keep things charged up for that. So let's go from the top. I like to keep interval meters. I got my interval meter there. I got some Cliff Bars, great little snacks while you're hiking. You don't want to keep yourself energetic. If you start losing energy, you get some calories in you, which really helps when you're doing a lot of hiking. And sometimes we do like 8 to 10 miles overnight. So you're definitely going to need a headlamp. You should always carry a headlamp, even if it's a day pack, in my opinion, just because if something goes wrong, you're going to want to have light at night. We have a change of shirt here. So we're going to be camping in a place where there are woods. So this will allow me to use my hammock here. And so I'm going to use a hammock and a sleeping bag. I have a lens, the 24-105L, sitting in here. This is the bag for my tripod. I'm going to explain to you why I'm bringing the bag for my tripod here in a second, as soon as we pull the tripod out. I always bring a compass as well. I highly suggest getting a decent compass. This is like a $30 compass right here, and it allows you to do line of sight as well when you look through it, so you're able to line stuff up if you need to. It's military. I have my titanium cup here, and inside this, which is really nice, we have a little stove. And then we also have some gas that someone else is going to be carrying the gas in their backpack. And so we'll be able to make dinner and stuff. So we use this is really cheap pasta stuff. It's like $1. It just takes a little bit of water. You're supposed to add a little bit of butter or milk, but you can just do water. And you can get a little stroganoff dinner here for $1, which is really cheap and nice. And we just heat that up right here in this, and then stir it up, and you have a meal. Then I have chicken gumbo, which is just a freeze dry. This costs a little bit more. These are about $7 or $8. So that's going to give me enough food for the evening and tomorrow morning for breakfast. I've got a pair of shorts just in case it gets too hot. I'm wearing pants, as you guys can see. And so these might get a little warm today, but at night I'm going to want these pants because it's going to cool down. Always bring a backup pair of socks. You need dry socks if you hike a lot and your socks get wet. You're going to wear on your skin and you're going to get blisters, and that is, I've had it before. It is the most uncomfortable thing to have blisters, especially when you've got blisters coming down. I got a blister going up on an 8-mile hike and then going back down 8 miles. I was literally limping 8 miles back. It was the worst hike I've ever had in my life. So, backup socks. The Then I've just got a little like scarf here. This could also be used as a blanket at night if you needed it. But this also is just, it's a nice thing to have. You never know when you need that, or a towel almost. And then we've got the tripod right here. So the reason that I bring the bag and I don't put the tripod in the bag because it fits in here better when it's not in the bag, is at the bottom the tripod has a little piece. So what we do is I fill this up with rocks right here. And then when I set the tripod down, it will help stabilize the tripod so that the wind and stuff is not going to blow my tripod over. All right, so that's what we've got there. So we've got a few more clothing items in the side pocket right here. So I've got a toboggan. You know, if it gets cold at night, I have a way to stay warm. As well, an extra headband. I got this awesome time-lapse photography book. I've read it like 6 times, and I always take it with me because there's always something that I forget or want to know more about. And so gives me kind of reading per se. I like to read technical photography books, so I've read this many times. I'm doing time-lapse tonight. So it's just a little guide. I probably won't use it, but it's there if I need it. Thermal bottoms, if it gets really cold. I've got thermals for the trip to put underneath my pants. I have a long sleeve t-shirt here, just so if the short sleeve isn't enough, I have that option. I shouldn't need these, but I'm going to take them just in case. It's better to be prepared than not prepared at all. As well, you do have this side pocket right here that you can use, and I have nothing in this side pocket, so I do have a little bit of room that I can put some stuff there. Over here on the left, you have a rain jacket, which is really nice. Again, if you know it's not going to rain and you think it's safe, you can take that rain jacket out, and then you have like another pocket to put stuff in as well if you needed that extra room. So that is an option. And I believe I've gone through all of this. Yes, I have. Okay, so now we're going to look at the photography equipment. So this has a little latch here. You just push down and you pull out. So we're going to set the bag to the side. Ooh, one more thing I should mention about this pack that I really, really like. It fits a 2.5 to 3 liter hydration pack. So I just ordered one off Amazon for about $15, maybe $20. And this is a little bit nicer as far as features go than like a Camelback, and it's a tad bit cheaper. And if I can get this through the hole here, there we go. So you do have, this is a 2.5 liter hydration pack. So you do have that as well. Water is very important when you're hiking, extremely, especially when we're cooking at night. We want to make our food. As well, you need to be hydrating. You need to be doing at least a gallon of water a day. It's probably more than that when you're actually hiking. So, but you do have the option for a hydration pack to throw that in there, and it runs right over your shoulders, and it can go onto either side. All right, so we have one cool thing about this is on each side you have the walking stick poles, so you can put your walking sticks in here when it's around your waist. And then you have a little extra pocket. I usually keep my headphones in here or other small items. So let's open this up and let's take a look at what we have. And this is, all the photography equipment. So up here at the top, I keep my batteries. And actually, I'm not going to take the T3i, so I don't even need these batteries. So I keep my LPE, what are these? The LPE6 batteries. This runs with the Canon 60, which is what we're going to be shooting on, and it runs with the Canon XC10 4K camera, which we're shooting on right now. A level. This is great, especially you can put this right in the hot shoe and this will level your camera. Most cameras have a built-in level. This I find to be a tad bit more accurate. So I have a waterproof case for all my SD cards. Very important when you're going on these trips. I used to keep like a cloth case, but water could get into that. And this, I've never tested the waterproofness of this, but it's at least water resistant, and it holds most of the SD cards that I'm going to need. I like to keep a little memo book with me, a little notepad to make notes, especially on like products like the backpack. We're doing a review on that, so I'll make notes on things that I've noticed about the backpack that I like. So when I go back to shoot the review, I have these notes to work off of, or any other notes. So cleaning kit, very important. You want to be able to clean your lenses. This is a must-have. I have a Tiffin ND filter for the Canon XC10, because the XC10, if it's really bright outside, it's really hard to get your exposure correct. So I have this, and this allows me to get my exposure correct with the XC10. This gives me up to, I think, a 10. I think 10 stops roughly. So the XC10 maxed out at an f11. So this would get me up to like f22. And it's built, and the way it's built is you just move it from the side and it gets darker to lighter depending on how much ND you need. So that's great for the XC10. We have the Canon 6D body. Love this thing. And that's what we're going to be shooting stars on tonight. I have the viewfinder for the XC10 and the lens cap. To mention, the XC10 actually sits right here, so we're shooting with it right now, but it actually will shoot right here in this middle pocket. So once we're done shooting, this will actually go into the pocket once I repack all this stuff for the overnight trip tonight. Another intervalometer, definitely it's a must-have when you're shooting stars. This intervalometer, actually, I didn't even realize that this was still in the bag. This is for the Canon T3i again. I'm not taking that body with me for this trip. Then I have a, what is this, the 28 to 75 2.8. Again, I probably will not use this lens. I will probably mostly use the 24 to 105 and my 14 millimeter 2.8 fixed aperture manual lens here. But I have the room, and why not take it? And that pretty much concludes everything that I brought with me as well. This does have a rain jacket, so if for some reason you just wanted to use this for a day hike and didn't need the backpack, this does have a built-in rain jacket for itself. Another thing to mention, so all of this laid out right here, this is about 40 pounds, 42 pounds. Once I fill this water up, it will probably be around 42 pounds is what I'm going to be hiking with. But I've already done a day hike where I was hiking with about 45 pounds, and I did it for about 8 or 9 hours, and it worked out great. So this is going to be a little bit less, and it's going to have everything that I need. Anyways, hopefully this helps you guys out with kind of getting an idea of what the MindShift gear rotation 180 can do. You guys have a great day, and we'll catch you next time. Hey guys, if you'd like to check out our website where we have all kinds of fun and exciting blogs, videos, and extra information that isn't on our YouTube page, click right here. If you'd like to talk to us or contact us and kind of take a look at all the different stuff that we have going on, we've kind of funneled it all through our Facebook. You can hit our Facebook page right here and follow us or like us. Now, if you like to look at cool pictures and behind the scenes stuff, we do that on Instagram right here, so go on and follow us on Instagram. And of course, we got our cute little bird right here, Mr. Twitter, and you can follow us as we do our short tweets.